When I heard the name Terra Sport, I thought that it was a smaller version of the Nissan Terra. I mean, perhaps like the Nissan X-Trail. However, as it turns out, the Nissan Terra Sport is actually the sportier, hopped-up version of the Nissan Terra VL. I mean, who would have thought, right? Anyway, I got to live with and drive this Nissan Terra Sport 4x4 for an entire week. And in this video, we get to find out if it's worth its asking price. Let's do this. The Nissan Terra Sport can be considered as a mild update to the already popular Terra VL since it gets most the aesthetic bits and pieces here. It does away with the more classic chrome bits in favor of sportier black bits. But all of these changes also affected the price upwards. See, the now top-spec Nissan Terra Sport 4x4 retails for 2,459,000 Philippine pesos, which is a cool 60 grand more than the Terra VL 4x4. So, the question for this video is the Nissan Terra Sport 4x4 a better choice than the Terra VL 4x4? Let's find out. Here at Reagan's Rides, we do car reviews of SUVs, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. So subscribe and hit the bell. If you're looking at the drive performance, well, the Nissan Terra Sport 4x4 drives exactly like the Terra VL 4x4. I mean, cause like, who are they kidding, right? This is exactly the same as the Terra VL 4x4, but it's just been given some, some black bits and pieces here and there. Nissan did not make any tuning changes or mechanical changes to this vehicle, so that means that we still get the same 2.5-liter turbo diesel motor here that can put out 188 horsepower and 450 Newton meters of torque. The transmission is still the same 7-speed automatic transmission, which, as I said in the Terra VL 4x4 review video, yeah, it could still put the power down pretty well. Now, the ride quality is also the same as the Terra VL, which means that we get one of the more comfortable pickup-based midsize SUVs in the category with this Terra Sport 4x4. Heck, even the fuel economy figures are exactly the same. We can get 9 kilometers per liter around the city. I mean, if you're driving with a light foot, and you could go as high as 17 kilometers per liter on the highway. Now, if you think about it, the Nissan Terra VL 4x4 is already quite competitive at its price level. It's one of the more affordable 4x4 mid-size pickup-based SUVs in the market. And friends, yeah, the Terra VL 4x4 offers a tremendous value for money. But it makes me wonder why Nissan came out with this Terra Sport 4x4. And one of my theories is that, well, Nissan probably saw the other SUV makers out there, coming out with variants that are priced at 2.5 million pesos or more. And I have a feeling they got a bit jealous. I mean, they probably thought, we should get that same price level. I mean, that's just my theory, pare. So, yeah, they decided to come out with this Nissan Terra Sport 4x4, which is nearly 2.5 million Philippine pesos. But given that we have the same mechanical bits here, well, what do we get exactly? What do we get for that added 60,000 Philippine pesos over the Terra VL 4x4? Well, for starters, we get a sportier exterior look here. You see, the Nissan Terra Sport ditches all of the chrome bits, well, except for the chromed out Nissan logo there, in favor of blacked out trim pieces. It gets this blacked out V-motion front grille here. We also have some blacked out accents inside the LED headlight housing. We also have a blacked out front bumper overrider and a blacked out fog light housing there. So if you're the type of person who absolutely hates chrome on their cars and prefers sporty black bits, then the Nissan Terra Sport's front fascia will appeal to you. The side profile gets some more blacked out bits and pieces here. The Terra Sport gets a set of blacked out roof rails, blacked out power folding side mirrors here. We also have a blacked out front fender garnish and a set of blacked out door handles. Now if you check out the wheels and tires, we also have the same size 18-inch alloy wheels here, just like the Terra VL, but they receive the, you guessed it, blacked out treatment. Oh yeah, and this Terra Sport also gets a couple of exclusive paint jobs, which includes this color right here, which I forget, should come out on your screen. And we also have the red color, which is, as I said, exclusive to the Nissan Terra Sport. Now, other than that, well, everything else will be the same as the Nissan Terra VL, which means that we get four-wheel disc brakes here. And for the suspension, we have a double wishbone front suspension and a multi-link coil spring rear suspension. Now, the ground clearance stands at 225 millimeters, which is decent enough for a pickup base midsize SUV, and it goes quite well with the rear locking differential that this Terra Sport 4x4 gets. Here inside, the cabin receives two updates which can be good or bad depending on you. First up, the infotainment screen shrunk by an inch because we now have an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system in the Terra Sport versus the 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system of the Terra VL 4x4. Now, I don't know why they did that, why they shrunk the screen real estate by an inch. Yeah, it probably went into a cold shower and yeah, it kind of shrunk because it's cold, you know. Anyway, sorry children. But this 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system still gets Apple CarPlay, it still gets Android Auto, and it still has the image of the around view monitor, which is Nissan's speak for a 360-degree view camera image. So yeah, the fact that it kind of reduced by an inch from before, yeah, for me that's a bit of a step back. Now the second update here is the color scheme. If you'll notice, the Terra Sport now has an all-black interior versus the two-tone black and maroon interior of the regular Terra VL 4x4. Now, that could be a good thing, especially for people who find the maroon leather accents of the Terra VL to be a little bit more on the mature side. Now, other than that, well, everything else remains the same as a Terra VL 4x4, which means that we still get zero-gravity leather-wrapped front seats here. We still have power adjustments for the driver's seat. We still have a leather-wrapped steering wheel here, which unfortunately only tilts. It doesn't telescope, pare. So yeah, I find that to be a bit of a missed opportunity as well. Because getting a telescoping steering wheel in this top-spec Terra Sport would have been a blessing for a lot of taller drivers out there. Now, we still have the same dual-zone automatic climate control setup here, and we still only get an electronic park brake button. Yeah, we still don't have an auto-hold button here, which again, I find to be a bit of a missed opportunity here. I mean, this new top-spec Terra Sport 4x4 could have done well with an actual auto-hold button. Thankfully, the ride comfort and NVH is still the same as the Terra VL 4x4. Now that means that we get an above-average ride quality and comfort here because we do have those multi-link coil spring suspensions at the back. Now we also have an 8-speaker Bose sound system here, which sounds great, pare, because, well, the Terra Sport is also equipped with acoustic glass for the windshield and the front windows. Now, that helps to reduce outside noise, which in turn helps to improve your audio listening experience inside the Terra Sport. The safety features are also pretty good. I mean, the Terra Sport here also gets Nissan's Intelligent Mobility Suite, which, as you're seeing on your screen, will help to keep you and your family safe at all times. Unfortunately, dude, yeah, even this now top-spec Terra Sport 4x4 still doesn't get adaptive cruise control, which for me, pare, it's such a huge miss. Sayang. Now, some of you might be wondering why I didn't feature the second row and third row seats of the Terra Sport in this review video. Well, that's because I've already done that in my Nissan Terra VL 4x4 review video, and if you want to know more about that video, well, you can always click the link above. Now, back to the Terra Sport. Well, the rear end here gets, yeah, you guessed it, some more blacked out bits and pieces. You see, we get a blacked out rear spoiler here, as well as the shark's fin antenna. Can't really see it, I'm not really that tall. Yeah, we also have a blacked out center garnish here at the center of the liftgate, and we also have a blacked out rear bumper overrider there. Now, when you pop open the liftgate, you see one of my slight disappointments with this vehicle. See, you see this now top spec Nissan Terra Sport 4x4 still has a manual liftgate. Now, for nearly 2.5 million Philippine pesos, I would have expected that Nissan Philippines would have given us a power liftgate here, because all of the other top-spec mid-size pickup-based SUVs in the category have a power liftgate. So for me, I find that this manual liftgate is a bit of a missed opportunity. Anyway, now that we have that manual liftgate open, dude, you'll see that the cargo space is practically identical to the Terra VL 4x4. That means that with the third row seats folded, we still have enough space to accommodate 3 large Sky Travel luggage here. Yeah, see, if only we had a power liftgate here, it would have made me so much happier with the Terra Sport. The Terra Sport 4x4 gave Nissan a contender that was meant to go toe-to-toe against the other specialized top-spec 4x4 midsize SUVs in the segment. Unfortunately, it missed out on some key features that would have justified the price increase even more. If they only added an auto brake hold button, adaptive cruise control, and a power liftgate, then the Terra Sport 4x4 would have been better equipped to go up against the other top-spec 4x4 midsize SUVs. But as it lies, the Terra Sport 4x4 is just a sportier-looking trim of the Terra VL 4x4, and if these black bits don't matter much to you, then the Nissan Terra VL 4x4 will offer a better value for money. Thanks for watching.